Yo, what is going on, guys? I'm here, and what I'm doing right now is a little. I heard, if you guys have not heard, Jahlil Okafor and Nerlens Noel is. The rumor going around is that they're going to be traded on a draft night trade or a draft day trade because they're exploring trades for either or. And from what I've read, is Jahlil's the more likely candidate to get traded. I feel like Nerlens they see has more potential and they like better. But anyway, here's one of the trades to the Charlotte Hornets for Jeremy Lamb and Al Jefferson, maybe sign Al Jefferson to a new deal. And I'm going to say throw in a pick. And I want to send over Carl Landry. I feel like they should send over Carl Landry if they did this trade due to the fact that Carl Landry's on a big deal. They'll save $6.5 million actually if they do this trade. And also they get Al Jefferson, who they can sign to a couple years deal. Obviously, he's not the best player, but he can be a veteran in that locker room who can help the team escalate into a playoff contention. The next trade is a Spurs trade for LaMarcus Aldridge for Jahlil Okafor. And I saw this trade. I thought this would be a great trade because obviously if he's under Greg Popovich, you know for a fact Jahlil Okafor might become one of the greatest players. So this could be a great trade, I'd say. Throw TJ McConnell, and the 76ers should throw their next year pick in this and for LaMarcus Aldridge. He'll step in, he'll do what he needs to do. He'll be a perfect replacement and has, I think, a higher ceiling than LaMarcus has. The next trade is a Hawks trade. So Al Horford's probably going to leave. So I'm saying they should trade Dennis Schroeder, Kent Bazemore, and a first-round pick for Jahlil Okafor, and throw maybe Hollis Thompson or some shit, like one of their bad players, Christian Wood, I don't know, somebody with somewhat value that has value, like not terrible, but just a filler for the trade, not bad, but role player. One of their better players, I guess, because pretty much their roster sucks, and we all know it. But something along these lines, honestly, I see as a trade that would be, I think, best suited. Not best suited, but a good trade for them to trade, honestly. And the other one is that I saw was the Suns. The Suns trade Brandon Knight. Eric Bledsoe is better than Brandon Knight, and I think they rather keep Eric Bledsoe than Brandon Knight because they feel like Eric Bledsoe has a higher ceiling, and I completely agree with that. But I think if they did this, they would have to give up TJ Warren, and they should give up Alex Len because they're going to obviously want a center back to be like a backup. And Alex Len, I don't see him being ever a good starter. I mean, he could start, he can be an average, but I feel like he's more going to be a quality backup player, and because it's not that he's terrible, it's just that I don't think he has the caliber to be an all-star player. And I think this is good, maybe throw around some late round picks between the two of them, like their 24 or the 22nd round pick with the 76ers, or vice versa. I would say the Celtics would. It would be like Avery Bradley, and I'd say sign and trade Jared Sullinger. Jared Sullinger could be a good guy. I mean, he's not terrible, but he's not like an insanely, like, one of the better players in the league. And I feel like, I feel he can be a good starter or a gap guy they can have. Maybe sign him to a 2-year deal, make it or break it, or a year deal, make it or break it, honestly. And see how things goes as he just changes his system, and see if he can a new place, a new home will be like give him a fresh identity, give or take. I don't know. What's your thoughts on that? I really just want to see if I can actually make this trade work through because I didn't know what would be a really good trade to do this. So I just want to see if one of these trades would work because I didn't know which trade was going to work. And that's about it. But it's not. It's not working. And the only other trade I think there is the Los Angeles Lakers, which I'll get to in a second. I was getting really into seeing if I could pull this trade off, but it wasn't working at all. And I was like pushing it around. They're just being stubborn. Like, why won't you trade Brandon Knight? You have like 3-point guards on your team. But if we go over here, the next one, I'm honestly thinking, I just want to see if what they offer. The CPU probably is going to give me like bullcrap for Jahlil Okafor, like just some terrible players. But I feel like if we give up Jahlil, we could probably get like someone. The Los Angeles Lakers, I feel like they can get Jordan Clarkson. I feel Jordan Clarkson could be a stellar player. They would have to sign and trade him, obviously, because he's he's a restricted free agent, so obviously a sign and trade would work. So if you go over here to the Lakers, Jordan Clarkson, I think Louis Williams would be, or Lewis Williams, I guess, not Louis, Lewis Williams, and I want to say here Jahlil, and I'd say Hollis. Let's do Thompson. Give up Marshall. I think they easily agree to this trade. We get ourselves a point guard and a shooting guard. This gives Nerlens Noel a chance to move down to the power forward position, and it gives a chance for Joel Embiid. I was about to say Jahlil, but Joel Embiid to grow, become a better player. And I feel like this trade would be great. And then the Lakers benefit greatly. Have Jahlil as a premier post player down low, then have Randall on the outside, get that guy to develop his jumper. Have at the small forward Brandon Ingram or Ben Simmons, then have D'Angelo Russell and whoever fills Jordan Clarkson void. So tell me down below in the comments section what you guys thought about these trades. Are they possible? Which one's more possible? Yada yada. But that's about it, guys. I hope you guys have a great day, because I know I will. Till next time, guys. Peace out.